Laughing Monkey Music Show. We have a special edition. Dylan from Earth, welcome. How are you?
Hi, John. I'm doing good. Hello, Laughing
Monkey
music listeners, watchers.
We are special. This is pre-show.
Yes.
On tour. You still have some dates left.
So we have about seven.
7 left. The links will be underneath the show. Check them out. You get a chance to see them. It's going to be an awesome show. The tour so far.
It's been really good. We've had it started in Salt Lake City, and then we headed east. We sold out Chicago, Cleveland, Maine, Portland, Maine. That was nice. Yeah, we're doing the whole Hex record since it's this year's the 20th anniversary of that record.
How's that been doing that? Like,
it's been cool because it's realizing how sparse it is, like compared to some of like our later stuff. And then it was such a change of. I mean, I think the vibe was the same, but it was a real change of sound and sort of a like.
Song structure seems a little bit different to me.
Yeah.
You definitely layered, and a delicious brownie. To a fancier cake.
Yeah.
They're both delicious.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say no to either, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
How it's built is a little bit different now, I think.
Yeah. It's very
more ingredients.
But it's been cool because it's. I've been writing a bunch of new stuff, getting ready to do a new record. But there's 2 songs that are in this open. Well, for us, it's open G flat because I'm a half step down from normal tuning, but so open G tuning for what. But so I've been writing some stuff in that again, which is fun. And then I've been playing. I've been doing finger picking with it instead of a pick this time, so because I've been getting kind of into playing with my fingers instead of always having a pick.
You grow the fingernail yet?
No, I just do the thumb.
I like that better. I'll be honest with you.
The
long fingernail kind of grosses me out.
It's funny because the nail thing, like when I first started playing telly, like I read all all these telly players and like all this crazy stuff. But then I read an interview with Leo Kottke.
Right.
And apparently he almost lost his fingers because he got a bad manicure and got some kind of infection.
Oh.
And then he said, like, if I had to do over, I would have never done the fingernails. I would have just
learned from the beginning, make that your habit.
Yeah, and then like Albert Collins, that he was just no nails, just. And then, and then Toy Caldwell from Marshall Tucker Band was just, the thumb, and like, so I was just like, I'm just going to do it. And, and then there's, or like Lindsey Buckingham or like, and then there's this new guy, James Nichols. Yeah. Who like, I think just is like, he really inspired me to be like, I'm like.
He's a madman. He's like the musician's musician.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's had an album or music out yet that the rest of the world can grab onto.
Yeah.
And be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, the next level being like guitar god.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that, I mean.
Everyone knows him, but.
It's funny that I think we're in this weird time where like the keyboard and like has kind of reasserted itself.
Yeah.
Like the keyboard like dominated music for like 400 years, and then like guitar got like the late 60s to the 90s, and now it's like now we're being relegated back to the shadows.
It's funny. Yeah, right. I mean, few people play, more people play. It's better. It's still real. It's one of the few things it's real.
Yeah.
You're not going on stage with, what was that a couple of years ago, the laptop.
Yeah.
Remember the gig, that poor band?
Yeah.
They're known forever now.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's their thing, that's their thing.
Yeah.
I thought the band I'm staying out to 8:45 at night.
Yep.
I'm not going to be my sweatpants at night. It's not going to be that band, right?
Yeah.
But if that's what you do, that's fine. But that's not this music. This is, a little bit band Earth. I mean, it's Earth music. I mean, it is from, you're living it.
Yeah.
And I think learning that way in your hands is probably good at old school.
Yeah,
You know?
which I kind of, because I started doing it back in the day around the Hex, and then Bees Made Honey, and then especially on the Angels of Darkness, Demon of Lights record, I was like, and then I kind of moved away from it and went back to playing pick more often, but then I, started going back. It's also making me appreciate, like, I mean, I love guitar, and I love guitar sounds, and I love overdrive and all the boxes, but I've been really enjoying, like, kind of like a really more, like, clean sound, which Hex has sort of made me reappreciate that, so...
But isn't your sound pretty simple? I mean, you usually have a couple things, but you don't seem like you have a monster amount of effects.
No, I mean, I try to keep...
You feel pretty minimal for the sounds you do.
Yeah, I try to keep it... I mean, for one thing, I got big, fat feet. I can't do all that little tap dance.
You get the clip, the ones you step on the button ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like...
or stomp box or something, you know what I mean?
Like, bing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I pretty much...
Dylan out there with ballet shoes.
Yeah.
You don't understand, I need my pedals.
I always laugh because, like, remember the early 80s, like, all the hot shit guitar players, like Randy Rhoads and all those guys always had those little capezios with, like, the Cuban heels. I'm like, whatever happened to those? It seems like guitar players need those nowadays.
It would be easier to hit the pedals, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like...
It's always practical. You're probably tired, though, because you heels all night.
Yeah.
How was you tired? Do you ever notice that? How was you tired?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So with your setup though, how what are you doing for like your sound though?
Basically, I've got a compressor at the front, and then I have a ABY that splits the signal, and then one signal goes to my Keio. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. By Native Audio, that's a like overdrive that I set pretty low, and that's like goes to 1 amp. That's like my main sound, or that's the dry main sound, and then the other signal goes through it's this right now it's this Walrus Audio Fable. It's kind of a mix of a delay and a reverb. I guess it's called granular, which is but I like the sound because it's very kind of murky and like dusty,
darky. And
then I have the Way Huge Double End Special, which is 2 of the overrated specials in one box. And so basically I have 2, like a mild drive and then a hotter drive that I can sort of, when I need to go up for parts. But it's pretty simple. I mean, it's just, pretty simple.
Is it a pretty simple setup, like, for sound for you? Because doing this album, do you have to go back to replicate it? Because, like, some bands, you talk about Zappa earlier.
Yeah, I mean...
You have to build a wall of sound.
Yeah, I mean, the original signal, the way I did it originally, I just had a compressor and then overdrive pedal, which was the blues driver. And then I had it was a separate, like a standalone little reverb tank that split the signal. And I sent the dry signal, went to I was playing like a Talos or a Vibroverb.
Oh, really?
And then the reverb signal I sent to a pig nose. So.
But you try keeping it constant.
But you know what I mean? Like, so I'm trying to, I mean, I'm replicating it to some extent, but not like an exact copy.
You feel like you have a tone.
I don't have a lot of that gear.
Well, that's the thing. That's my question, because if you do that, you go back, but you do have a certain tone. Like you just kind of try building other sounds to get close enough to that sound, and life goes on. You move. It's music. It's rock and roll.
Yeah.
You do it once, it's a mistake. Twice, it's on purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? It seems like this is a good setup for that. I mean, I did a different rig the other time we did the other Hex runs. I mean, I'm always kind of mixing. I'm always like, I love pedals and I have mad respect for pedal makers, and so it's like, I love like getting different stuff and like trying to get
overwhelming at times.
Similar, like, oh, this works really good this way and this works really good that way, and they all work. It's just I gotta justify buying them, so I gotta use them all at some point.
Go to a pedal show and it's just like, it's exciting. You start getting anxiety. You're like, oh, where am I gonna go?
Yeah.
Pedals are easier to hide than guitars, though.
Yeah. Yes.
I had that pedal.
Yeah.
It's hard to say I had that guitar.
Yeah.
Is it? Well, I always think like with the type of music you play for so long.
Yeah.
It's you really are just more chill.
Yeah.
So your performance is almost more of a classical music style where you're performing.
Yeah.
So it's more of a people are focused on you. You're not like rocking out, running around and stuff.
Yeah.
So you're really in the moment of playing guitar. But then if you look up, you've got people really focusing on you.
Yeah.
Which is different than a normal rock show.
Yeah.
You've been doing it long enough.
Yeah.
It's clearly you're comfortable doing it, so it's not that.
Yeah.
Was there ever a challenge at first to get used to that? Or is it you just kind of grew into it because that's your music?
Well, when I first started, I was more... When I very first started, I did, like I sat down.
Like Tallahassee type of...
No, before that, like Earth Tour, like I actually... Like our very first shows, I actually sat behind the amplifier, so I wasn't even, like, there.
Wow.
And I was on a chair, and then I eventually moved.
Was that for sound or just shyness?
It was kind of to help with feedback, actually, because we had such a ridiculous setup back then. And then I moved out front, but it was still sitting. That was like my Fripp thing. and then I started standing, and then over the years, like, depending on the album, like, some of our records were a little more like rock, so I, started throwing shapes, as they say, and being more like a performer. And then, but this record, since it's a very specific kind of, since it's like an imaginary soundtrack, it's a little more, and as I've gotten older, I'm not quite as like,
But
I don't do as many Excaliburs and,
But here's the thing, you're not aging out, though.
Yeah, no.
Like a lot of singers from the 80s.
Yeah.
We're talking about 80s singers now?
Yeah.
I've talked to them, they're like, what I hear the most?
Yeah.
God, if I knew,
Yeah.
I'd be singing that song 30 years later.
Yeah.
I would have done it like 2 keys lower.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm lucky in that my instrument
is the same.
Yeah, it's the same.
And it's not a crazy show you put on.
Yeah.
So you can just totally, if you put it in a chair, you don't want to stand like, because it hurts your back, no one's going to question it.
Yeah.
That's your music. That's your gig.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of a cool thing you have that a lot of artists.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like, I'm, like Jerry. Like, Jerry just stood there and played, what I mean? And that's what people came to see, and, that...
He was odd. I think, I was not impressed. I'm not a big Dead fan by any means, but I appreciate music. I don't always dive into listen to it.
Yeah.
So there's some songs and stuff. I can appreciate the culture in the band. But to me, definitely, all those years of jamming did it way better than early Jerry.
Yeah.
Early Jerry's jams to me weren't as creative.
No, there's an arc. Like,
yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like, at first you're like, not bad, I'm not going to criticize him or anything. But man, when he finally hit that plateau of copious amounts of drugs and touring for like so many years, you know what I mean? He hit a sweet spot.
Yeah.
And even if you were dead, you're like, that's pretty good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, my favorite era is like, pretty much like from like 76 to 80, he was just like, there's some shows where I'm just like, damn, bro, you're like on fire. Like, just.
Yeah, that's probably when I heard my friends. I had my old roommate, a million years back, had all the cassette bootlegs.
Yeah.
So believe me, I probably heard more Grateful Dead than a lot of Grateful Dead fans. Yeah. I'm not talking like Touch of Great crap. I'm talking like, I'm in the bootleg world.
Yeah.
And that's probably the time period, because looking back.
Yeah, no, that's where all my favorite stuff is the live stuff. It's funny, every now and then I'll go listen to an album, but I'm mostly just like specific live
I think
shows.
jams and instrumentals that you can, once you get that spot where you're like hypnotized, and then you're like, you can go from there, you're almost not part of it anymore.
Yeah.
You become your instrument.
Yeah.
And you start noodling.
Yeah.
Whether it's live or not, it's super brave to do a live.
Yeah.
Improvise, because man, that could be.
It could be a disaster.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or the best.
Yeah. And it's totally brilliant, or it's still awesome because you're trying it.
Well, it's funny. I've noticed too. The kind of stuff that really turns me on musically is like subtle things that happen rather than. I mean, I'm a fan of like, you know, I mean, I love metal, so like, you know, I like the, you know, the show and like the big
it's
moments.
A performance.
But the stuff that I really am always like, oh my god, that like is like the kind of super subtle stuff that like where like the band just shifts gear or like the guy, you know, this guy throws out like, oh man, that's a cool lick, or you know what I mean? Like I really appreciate like the subtle dynamics that are involved in that kind of stuff.
I think with those music, don't you think it's usually like the drummer is more of a swing drummer, or the bass player is or it's a two guitar band. If it's a rock band doing that, it's usually a two guitar band, and the second guitar player is playing these riffs, and you're like, I don't remember hearing that originally. You know what I'm saying? Because usually the main riff you're not hearing it. But I agree with you. A lot of those guys now, it's the other thing I hear all the time. I don't need to be the fastest guitarist anymore. I just want to write a good song. And it can be the slowest thing. Well, it's nice.
That's, I think, a problem too, especially with modern guitar. Is it's become like this worship of technicality and speed over musicality.
We survived it once with the neoclassical, right?
Yeah, but like, I mean, a lot of the guitar players I like really dig are like the session guys from like Memphis, like, you know, you're like Stax Full, like American Studios, high band, like this guy Reggie Young who played with like James Carr and, you know, Steve Cropper and just like that kind of stuff where they're just that kind of stuff really, I love that stuff, like, or like Alan Toussaint's brother and Leo Nocentelli from Meters, like those guys just, and Cornell Dupree, like those guys just.
Yeah, I don't even know all these. I'm gonna have to check them out now.
Yeah, they're
people are listening.
They're like,
these are some deep dives for you guys. No, the rule is if you're an artist, if you like an artist, what do you do? You listen to who they like, and then you go at least two more deeper than that.
Keep diving.
You have to go at least 3 deep in.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm going to go up and look at some of these players that I don't know all of them. I know a handful of them, but I don't know all of them.
No, I mean, I always joke if I was a better player, I'd just be like an R&B soul dude.
I think you're doing okay.
Yeah.
But as we get ready, the show's going to be happening, so I want to give you some time.
Yeah.
I want to thank you on. We'll have you back on. We're going to do a full interview between. You got some other special things coming up we'll talk about for next year.
Plenty of announcements.
Yeah, we'll have an announcement. We'll do that more officially. Just want to touch base. And the show's going to happen, so I'm out of here. All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.